Well, speaking of all this ice, snow, and water, can you give us an update of what's going on as far as flood control in Ulster County?
Well, it's bigger than that, Kelly, because it's in my district. It's Delaware, Sullivan, Orange, and Ulster that are affected by the reservoirs. And this is something I've been living with for years, watching the Department of Environmental Protection, which is a New York City agency, which is in charge of all of these reservoirs and dams. In fact, they own them and they maintain them. And I'm always concerned with the capacity that they keep there in the wintertime. It should have been around 75%. Now with all this snow melting, it's going to rise quickly. And when you have the April showers come and the warmer weather, it's going to exacerbate the amount of water that's in those reservoirs. And when it spills over the top of the dam, and compound that, if Mother Nature hits us with heavy rains, we're going to have flooding. Now, the DEP has been taking some positive steps, small steps. They have new technology that can measure the amount of snow, the temperature in the weather, and how fast it will melt. So it would give them a better science where they could regulate the capacity in the reservoirs. They're always concerned, DEP, that New York City has sufficient water. So they're apt to err on the size of having their reservoirs more full. And I'm always concerned with loss of life or property damage by the water level being too high. So I'm always arguing that it should be lower.
Absolutely.
And there is a history where we have measured the amount in the reservoir in different seasons, in different months. And now I'm going to ask them to lower the reservoir level in view of 3 to 4 feet of snow in parts of our district. So it's something that's ongoing, something that we have to monitor very carefully, and I hope the DEP is more responsive. When I started talking about flood control several years ago, they said, we're not in the flood control business, we're in the water supply business. But now they're more sensitive, they're trying to act more responsibly, and I applaud them for that, but more has to be done.
Sure. Okay.